Number 3 would probably be this new one out, Netflix, called Startup.
Okay.
Which is, I
haven't
don't know
seen
how
it.
much of a tech show this is because they use drug money to start the show. Sorry, spoiler alert.
That's an interesting approach.
Yeah, really Miami-based startup, and it's all like blockchain driven. What's funny about it is there's so
That's
much
funny.
fake stuff about blockchain in it.
Yeah.
I get a little frustrated because they're like, this guy owns blockchain. You can't own blockchain. That's the whole point of blockchain. So, and then number 2, I'd say is Social Network about Facebook. Great. Great movie. I think a lot of that's got some fiction in there, but I'd say number 1 is probably the show Silicon Valley, which
Yes.
is crude as as a show can possibly get. But man, it is great.
How realistic is the show in related to startups and building tech companies?
I think Silicon Valley actually has some realism in it. Believe it or not, as goofy as it is, they at least realize how big things are, how long it takes to build things. They always talk about how fast they can develop, and it's like, oh, we can make that in a weekend. And I'm like, oh,
That's not real.
but in Silicon Valley,
yeah, just to be clear, that's not real.
yeah, that's not real. That's not real. Silicon Valley, they seem to realize how much money things take, and it's got a little bit more realism. They talk about Scrum. You know,
Yeah, yep.
really cool ideas. Yeah, I like that show.
That's awesome.